Hello everyone, and welcome to a quick little Kickstarter update video as we prepare to move into the production phase of this project. A good portion of you have already done your surveys, so a lot of this is probably not immediately relevant. I'm going to try to get through the backer kit stuff very quickly and then get into what's happening next. First off, if you have not yet, I'm going to be locking the first round of orders in backer kit this Friday and charging cards on the following Monday. That way everything is ready to go in time for shipping and fulfillment later this month. I have been almost constantly running the trackers on the Glowforge that you see right there while working on additional designs and improvements, refining to the actual trackers themselves, and doing some occasional work up in the garage. Not right now at the moment because the garage is full of vehicles because we just got a huge snowstorm here in Virginia and basically everything's shut down. So that does mean I'm gonna have to wait until next week to go to the lumber yard, but that's fine because I already have a lot of the lumber in stock for all of the vaults that we're going to be making as part of this campaign. So not really an issue, just kind of a little bit of behind the scenes of where things are at right now. It's kind of chaotic over here in the winter wonderland of Virginia. First time we've gotten snow in this season altogether. So let's talk fulfillment and how you can expect to receive your trackers. First off, if you have vaults and if you've bought a dual vault from me before, those are going to look pretty familiar with just the unique engraving of your character class crest icon in the place of the loot table swords, which is instead hidden underneath on the bottom of the box. So that's just another look for the loot tables boxes. You're going to be able to see that. Those are pretty simple. For the trackers, you might notice that as you handle them, they start to pick up fingerprints and dirt a little bit. That's easily enough cleaned with a eyeglass cleaning cloth or a wet paper towel. Not a problem. These are just constantly being handled by not only me, but also my children. They love playing with all of the stuff that I make, and since these no longer need to be ready for photos, I have a huge stack of plastic cards and they love to play with it. Those are all my demo models though, don't worry. Your character tracker will arrive looking like this. I know, not exactly great for dry erase, but it has a protective adhesive paper which is used both during the engraving process and will protect your tracker during shipping. This one specifically is a day one cleric tracker. You can just kind of see it right there. All you have to do is take a small fingernail or something, get underneath that plastic and have that very satisfying peel sensation. It will have little bits inside of some of the letters or inside the crest, which will not all peel off in one go, but you can just pick that off with a thumb or anything else, and then use a wet paper towel or a clean cloth to get rid of the last little bit of adhesive that might be left over, and you're ready to go. I'm shipping them in this way, so that way just shipping has less of a risk to damage them. I've mailed several of these already, especially in prototyping and testing, just mailing a few to friends of mine around the US, and they've all arrived pretty well. So I'm very hopeful that that will continue. Internationally shipping, I haven't done any test runs, but you would think if it works, it works. As always, if your tracker is damaged during shipping or anything from your order is damaged during shipping, please email me at hello@loottables.com and I will make it right and we will get things figured out. Don't worry, I'm not gonna let anybody sort of settle for a less than stellar product. You're getting what you paid for. And about getting it, I plan to be sending out the first round of products on time for the end of this month. However, I have noticed that, especially with USPS, shipping times continue to be delayed due to the global worldwide pandemic and shipping crisis and labor shortage and basically everything kind of being moderately on fire. So you will get your tracking number, and for international purchases especially, this is really important. Your tracking number might not be the most responsive or the fastest. I've seen tracking numbers go from it was here in the US, it was here in the US to it was delivered immediately with no intermediary steps. I would say for international orders, expect 2 to 3 weeks of shipping time. before potentially contacting me saying it got lost in the mail. I've had a couple orders where somebody emailed me, I sent out a replacement, and then both arrived. I'm fine with that, but I would just like to be very upfront and say, wait 2 to 3 weeks before emailing so I can check things on my end as well, and then we'll wait and see where things go. But again, if they don't arrive, I want people to make sure that you get your vaults. I just ask for you to be patient, as the actual process of shipping is just slightly outside of my own control. And that's really it. We are on the tail end of this thing. It's probably the smoothest Kickstarter I've done to date, because it's one that I could have running there autonomously while I'm in this room where I spend a majority of my time. And it's also the first Kickstarter that I've done where I'm a full-time creator and a full-time Loot Tables owner as well. I only need to juggle 2 jobs, not 4. Does that mean we're going to be doing another Kickstarter for Loot Tables very soon? Oh yes, it does. And let me just say that there's a reason that these are the exact same profile as the dual vaults. So we're gonna keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind, okay? That's basically it. That's where we stand, and I'm very excited for what we have going forward. It's going to be a really exciting year for Loot Tables. As always, I do have different products which are available on the shop all the time. I'm actually also going to be opening up an Etsy shop for a few project videos that are going to be under the Michael Makes brand and not Loot Tables specifically, because they're not going to be D&D related at all. I will have them on the Loot Tables store though, under the lab, just for random art pieces and creations. There's going to be new video projects which are coming to this YouTube channel, which I will be working on over the next few weeks. Again, once I can evacuate the cars from the garage and recover my workspace from Christmas cardboard that still needs to be hauled off for recycling. As always, everybody, thank you so much for the support, for your patience, and for everything that we're doing together. It's really exciting. Take care of yourselves, be good to each other, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye-bye.